Right now at noon, 2 people were found dead last night in Janesville, what we know so far. And after 9 months, the teen accused of killing 2 people during protests last year in Kenosha finally makes his first court appearance.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 on this Friday afternoon. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Austin Konditsky has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. I'll get it one of these days.
Hey, you know, you've been doing very good overall so far, I gotta say. But we've seen the rain showers for today. Thankfully, they're keeping me indoors for this first weather hit because outside we are seeing those lighter showers. It is warm. It is sticky. Currently 71 degrees in Madison. We are seeing a southerly breeze of around 11 miles per hour. But we're looking at that humidity percentage up to around 75%. Taking a peek at our Doppler track, we can see those showers moving through. Now, thankfully, we're not seeing any thunderstorms. These showers are light to moderate as of right now. Later on in the afternoon and evening hours, we still do have that chance to see another pop-up thunderstorm actually moving through. And you take a peek back at our Doppler track, and it just looks like this is going to continue funneling up those light to moderate showers over the next few hours. Temperatures, again, in those upper 60s and lower 70s. We're still going to warm things up here over the next few hours. We are still expecting to reach those mid to upper 70s here later on today. And then we're back into the 80s for tomorrow. The rain chances do return, especially on Sunday. But for our Saturday, most of the day is going to stay dry.
All right, and warm.
Yes, very warm. That's right.
All right, we'll check back in a few minutes, Austin. Thank you. We're following a developing story out of Janesville. Police say 2 men were found dead last night in the city. Officers say police responded to a shots fired call around 10 o'clock in the 1100 block of Kellogg Avenue. When they got there, police found 2 men dead at a home. Police did not say if the shots fired were linked to the deaths. Officials say both men knew each other and the incident was isolated. We're expecting a news conference at the top of the hour from police. We'll be streaming that on our Facebook page and on our website, channel3000.com. The Rock County Sheriff's Office is investigating the reports of shots fired this morning. It happened right around 9:30 on Beloit's east side on Milwaukee Road. Police posted on Facebook saying the road was shut down between White Avenue and Willowbrook Road for their investigation. Dispatch was not able to share any information about possible injuries. Kyle Rittenhouse is scheduled to go to trial November 1st. That was decided this morning when the Illinois teen made his first in-person appearance in court. Rittenhouse is accused of shooting 3 men, killing 2 of them and injuring a 3rd during protests last August in Kenosha. At today's hearing at Kenosha County Circuit Court, attorneys discussed scheduling for the case moving forward. The judge also set a jury questionnaire deadline for the beginning of August.
I don't like to assume that things will take as long as people think they will, and certainly not longer. So I'm inclined to, I think that the August 15th does crowd it a little bit with respect to the trial date. I'm going to stick with the August 1st that I originally mentioned.
Rittenhouse is currently free on $2 million bond, which was paid for through donations by supporters. Today's hearing lasted just 11 minutes. After more than 11 days of deadly fighting between Israel and Hamas militants, a fragile ceasefire is holding in the Middle East. But as
Israeli security forces clashed with Palestinian protesters in Jerusalem just hours after the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas took effect. The scuffles broke out at the Al-Aqsa Mosque, where overnight thousands of Palestinians were celebrating the truce that ended nearly 2 weeks of deadly attacks between Israel and Hamas militants. On the bombed-out streets of Gaza, where Israeli airstrikes killed more than 240 people, some are in no mood to celebrate. Azar Nasir says the truce is for people who didn't suffer or lose loved ones and their homes like we did. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warns if Gaza's militant Hamas rulers fire more rockets at Israel, they'll respond with a new level of force. 12 people died in Israel, and some residents don't think the break in hostilities will last.
It's only a matter of time until the next operation in Gaza. So it will take 1 year, it will take 2 years or 5 years, but we'll continue to fight.
In this latest round of fighting, analysts believe there are no winners in a decades-old conflict that just keeps getting repeated. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
And the government of Egypt brokered the ceasefire deal. Egyptian diplomats will head to Israel and Gaza to make sure it's enforced and work on a more lasting solution. Turning to our coronavirus headlines now, more than 40% of people in Wisconsin are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. About 46% have had at least one shot. Nearly 22,000 shots went into arms around the state on Wednesday. That's right around the 7-day average. DHS is reporting 448 new cases of the virus, and 2 more people have died. If you're looking to get a shot tonight in Madison, the Goodman Center is hosting another walk-up clinic. It's the last first shot clinic the Goodman Center is planning to hold. It'll have the Pfizer shot, so anyone over the age of 12 can go. A second dose will be administered next month. The clinic will run from 5 to 7 o'clock at the center's Ironworks building on Waubesa Street. Milwaukee County is launching a free at-home COVID-19 vaccine program. The initiative is called Healthy Homes, and it's a way to provide the vaccines to people who have difficulty leaving their home. It was made possible by a $200,000 grant from the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
It shouldn't be the case that you aren't vaccinated or that your general health care takes a bad turn just because you cannot get access.
The county is working with 8 different organizations to deliver the at-home vaccines to anyone who might need the service. An airport check-in system used by American Airlines and other carriers experienced a temporary outage this morning, causing long lines at several airports across the country. The chaos began after a third-party reservation system called Sabre, that's used by American Airlines, JetBlue, and Alaska Airlines, had a system outage. Misty Woods, who's traveling from Orlando International Airport to LAX, found out about the issue through social media.
The reason I was able to get updates is I went on the internet and I seen that everyone was talking about it on Twitter.
The glitch comes just as pandemic restrictions ease up nationwide and activities like airline travel are making a comeback. Sabre says the issue is due to a hardware redundancy problem. In 2019, the company system failed 3 times in 2 months and was later upgraded. Black Lives Matter and civil rights activists will mark the 1-year anniversary of George Floyd's death. Floyd's death on May 25th, 2020 sparked a social justice movement throughout the U.S. and the world. Floyd's sister Bridget says the theme of next week's rallies will be 1 year, what's changed?
We will celebrate my brother's life in a very, very special way. Everything that he wanted to do, he did. He got a chance to do. We will try our best to repeat those things in the community this upcoming weekend.
President Biden had hoped that the federal George Floyd Policing Act would be passed by the 1-year anniversary of his death. Right now, that looks unlikely. Sun Prairie is the latest Wisconsin city to ban the use of conversion therapy. The harmful practice tries to change an individual's sexuality using pseudo-scientific means. Sun Prairie City Council voted unanimously Tuesday to ban the practice on minors. 12 other cities in the state have also banned its use. The Tokyo Olympics will happen this summer. Despite the pandemic worsening in Japan, the International Olympics Committee's vice president said today the games will go on.
I can say it's now clearer than ever that these games will be safe for everyone participating and, importantly, safe for the people of Japan.
Officials say they'll cut the number of people in foreign delegations by about 100,000 people. There will also be daily coronavirus testing for all the athletes and everyone involved in the games. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon.
Pack your patience as technical glitches plague airports and a glimpse of growth from coast to coast. I'm Diane King Hall at the CBS Broadcast Center. I'll have those stories and more in your CBS Money Watch report.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
And that!
Ooh, take it all.
When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point.
The Memorial Day appliance deals start now at Furniture and Appliance Mart. Save huge during the biggest sale of the season, including in-stock doorbusters up to 40% off, plus no interest financing for 18 months. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
let me show you how this works.
It takes Bryant.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
In Madison, contact Heating and Cooling Incorporated to maximize your comfort and energy savings whatever the season.
I'm home.
Daddy! Are you making my favorite?
Yes. Happy birthday, dear Grandma.
Jump higher!
Come on, boy. Let's go outside.
Sprinklers protect what fire will destroy. Whether you live in a house or a high-rise, protect it with fire sprinklers. Fire sprinklers buy time. Time buys life. Learn more at firesprinklersbylife.com.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
The biggest sale of the season starts now. It's the Memorial Day sale at Ashley Home Store. Shop in-stock doorbusters up to 60% off while they last. Plus, take a bonus 10% off our furniture sale prices. And no interest financing for 5 years. Ashley Home Store.
Thanks for calling 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Do you make junk disappear?
Yes, ma'am.
When?
Now.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Long lines and thousands of passengers are dealing with delays at airports nationwide. American Airlines and JetBlue suffered a widespread outage today due to a problem with a third-party travel technology provider. The glitch left customers unable to check in. The airlines say the outage has been resolved. A big pledge by Pfizer and BioNTech. The coronavirus vaccine partners say they will offer 2 billion lower-cost doses of their COVID-19 vaccine to poorer countries over the next 2 years. The commitment comes after some wealthy countries were lampooned for not making vaccine equity a priority. A bizarre warning from the CDC. Don't snuggle or kiss your backyard chickens. The agency issued an advisory yesterday citing concerns that backyard birds could be spreading salmonella. Since mid-February, there have been more than 160 confirmed cases of salmonella in 43 states. And some states have lots to boast, but some are just plain gross. According to a study by career site Zippia, Virginia is America's grossest state. South and North Carolina followed that. Here's how the grossness was calculated. The number of Google searches for mayonnaise and Crocs, but also more objectively ill factors like dirty air, the spread of illness, and trash. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
Well, Microsoft is saying goodbye to its iconic web browser. The tech giant says it's ending support for Internet Explorer 11 next year. Explorer debuted in 1995 and was once the world's most used browser, but Microsoft says it's now too slow, less secure, and no longer compatible for most tasks. Windows users will still have access to Microsoft Edge, the company's modern browser. From one web giant to another, Google is planning to open its first physical store. The company says the store will be called Google Store and open this summer in New York. It'll employ experts to help with tech issues, broken screens, and installations. The store will also sell Google products. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 125 points. The NASDAQ, though, down 43. The S&P 500 down a fraction. Some showers passed through the area this morning, still raining in some places. More on the way. Austin has a very summery weekend forecast for us when we come back.
Tonight on CBS, it's the Dick Van Dyke Show, now in living color, followed by Magnum PI and Blue Bloods. Then get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full in 24 months. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Roof is a large investment. Menards is here to help keep it protected. Gutters are essential for controlling rainwater from your roof. Right now, all Spectra gutters are 11% off. Prevent roof leaks and protect it against mildew buildup with SealBest White Elastomeric Roof Coating. It's easy to apply. Just brush, roll, or spray. SealBest Roof Coating is 11% off. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message. I'm back. Not so fast. You can't return to a regular program yet. Not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care your way. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full in 24 months. Call today. Patio enclosures.
Don't make me go get that wick and tie you to the tree, just like they used to do your ancestors.
Disgusting, violent threats, brutal attacks on innocent people. Hate crime is surging in our communities.
In order for us to stop history from repeating itself, at some point we have to confront it.
Naomi Coles combs through hundreds of pages of reports and uncovers how far we have to go in combating hate crime in Wisconsin. The State of Hate. News 3 Now investigates tonight at 6. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. Some much-needed rain falling.
Absolutely. Depending on where you are, the varying amounts. I got to tell you, Mark, I found out yesterday, and I know this to be true, there are a lot of people out in farm country that really literally almost set their clocks by the noon show. Come on in and see what you and I are gaggling about and check the numbers. And I want to give a special shout out to one of our #1 fans in Stoughton. Bernie can't hardly eat lunch unless he knows that the noon show is on. We appreciate him being out there. He's a right-hand man for a beef operation down in Stoughton, getting the job done. So we appreciate you, Bernie. I look forward to catching up with you sometime, maybe a dairy breakfast, a county fair, but get the job done today, my man. Thanks for watching, Bernie. Boy, I'll tell you, the pandemic has really played a role in a lot of retirements we're seeing with our Wisconsin agriculture educators. Jeff Hicken with the Department of Public Instruction says, as of right now, we've got 23 openings, 7 retirements in our agriculture education circle in Wisconsin. That's 200 years worth of teaching experience that's going to be on the sideline and have to be filled by this fall. Now, Hicken says the good news is that UW River Falls and UW Platteville, 2 major ag education campuses in the state, have seen an uptick in interest. They've got a lot of student teachers that will be heading out and graduates that should be able to fill some of those positions. But because of the stress and the uncertainty of the pandemic, there may be some of those ag education teachers that could be in the channel that decide to go elsewhere. So kind of a story that I'm going to continue to follow. Wisconsin milk production. Boy, the April spring flush was in full fashion here in the state. Wisconsin April milk went up 5%. We had every one of the milk cows that we've got in the state producing about 70 pounds of milk more this year than last, and we've got more cows. 1.27 million cows in Wisconsin. That's up 7,000 from March. 14,000 more milk cows compared to a year ago. Only 6 dairy states saw milk production go down. Barrel cheese today in Chicago down 2 at 160 3/4. 40-pound block cheese down a penny at 157. Double A butter up 1/4 cent at 187 a pound. So yes, that's right. You and I are a telltale sign of time. People set their watch by us, Mark, just to make sure they come in and have lunch. And Bernie's one of those.
We appreciate every one of them. And Bernie, thanks for watching.
All right.
Have a good weekend,
Have a good
Pam.
weekend.
All right. Here's Austin now with that weekend forecast.
Yeah, and we saw quite a few of those rain showers already this morning. Rain showers are going to stick around off and on here throughout much of today, but you look at the warm conditions all the way through the weekend and even all the way through the beginning part of next week. We're going to really stay in the 80s all the way through, it looks like now, Tuesday before we do cool things back down. Today is also going to be another day where we do stay in the 70s, but the humidity, that's also sticking around along with those warmer temperatures, so expect that higher humidity. Live look outside right now, you can see those showers overhead. Not really making it look too nice on our sky cam, so taking a peek at some of our showers that we are currently seeing. Again, thankfully right now, we are really seeing a lot of those light to moderate showers. No heavy downpours, no strong to severe thunderstorms, and we're actually not even seeing any thunder and lightning right now. So that is good news. I still do think that there is a potential to see an isolated thunderstorm a little bit later on in the afternoon, but the showers that we're seeing right now, that's going to help to keep our temperatures a little bit down, and it also helps to stabilize the atmosphere a little bit. So we're still going to continue to watch out for this, but the showers also continue to move from the south. That just brings more and more of that moisture here to us locally. Now, we do have a severe weather risk for today, just a marginal risk as of right now. So these green areas, that basically means that there is that small potential to see a strong to severe thunderstorm. But right now, it's not the greatest chance. But a good day to keep your eyes to the sky just in case. Now, our 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook still does show that we're going to see a little bit more precipitation than normal. And we are still holding on to those rain chances as well towards the end of this next week. You can see that actually popping up here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Even most of this next week, we actually do have those chances for showers and storms. Thankfully, it won't be raining all day, every day over these next few weeks, but we are still in that drought phase, so we do need to see some of those rain showers moving through. Clearing the skies out here later on for tonight. By the time we reach tomorrow, most of the day is going to stay dry, but there is a slight chance to see a pop-up shower, especially in the early afternoon hours, but we do look to quickly dry things out right afterwards. More rain showers do return here by the time we reach Sunday, so that's what we're going to watch out for. But again, we need the rain. Drought monitor still shows that moderate drought here locally. But taking a peek at temperatures really quickly, we really haven't seen any major changes over the last 24 hours. Our temps are still in those lower 70s. By the time we reach this afternoon, we're likely going to be a little bit cooler than yesterday. But then we warm things right back up here by the time we reach tomorrow. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook does show a little bit of an indication that we are going to cool things down here by the end of this forecast. Later on tonight, we're not talking about cooling things down. A low of 65 degrees, a lot of cloud cover, and that chance for a passing shower or a storm, but it's not the greatest chance here in the overnight hours tonight. And then peeking at that 10-day forecast, lots of rain chances. Again, won't be raining overall this next 10 days, but we will have quite a few chances for those showers and storms after we cool things down. Even on Wednesday, we're still going to see those shower and storm chances.
And a heat index tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, tomorrow we could be talking around 85 to 90 degrees for that heat index in some spots. So it's really going to start to warm things up.
Welcome to June in May.
Yeah.
All right, Austin, thanks. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, Howard's working on a weekend treat in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Planning on binge watching some TV this weekend? We've got just the thing for you to snack on while you do. It's comfort at its best.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
More Americans are growing their own vegetables than ever before. At Garden Mats, we're here to help people supplement their food supply with fresh, organic vegetables. Whether you are a beginner, novice, or master gardener, Garden Mats make gardening a breeze. Spend your summers trying to keep up with each other, not your weeds. Go to gardenmats.com and plan your garden today.
I am crushing this to-do list.
Let me see. Smart home upgrade? Home gym?
Check.
What What about the window, siding, and doors?
Good things come in threes, like 33% off windows, siding, and doors. Plus, no interest until 2022.
33% off windows, siding, and doors ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feltco.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
My husband's parents were visiting, and I promised them a home-cooked meal, except my boss had a different idea. He tells me, hold your horses. I call my husband and I say, I'm slammed, and he's like, Quick Trip, and I'm like, bingo. At Quick Trip, I say, what's good tonight? And the Quick Trip guy is like, everything, but I go for the hand-breaded fried chicken, and I go, make that times 4. Being none the wiser, my mother-in-law is like, I always said she's a keeper. I'll run with that.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
Right now, get $500 off stressless signature-based recliners or recliners with classic power, and $200 off new motorized stressless Max and Mike recliners, the latest great innovation from Stressless. Plus, get $200 off each stressless Mary and Emily sofa seat. Celebrate 50 years of stressless comfort and save at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
One of my favorite things to do after a long, busy week is to curl up on the couch and catch up on the shows that I missed, or watch a bunch of classic movies back to back. Of course, no good TV binge would be complete without a fun-to-eat snack mix, like the one we're making today. We start by combining some toasted corn cereal with mini pretzels, dried cranberries, and chocolate-coated candy. After giving them a toss, we set them aside while we melt some almond bark in the microwave. It melts quickly, so keep an eye on it so it doesn't burn. Now, we pour this over our cereal mixture and toss it one more time until it's coated well. To give this a fun out-of-the-box twist, we sprinkle it with a mixture of dry white cake mix and powdered sugar. Now onto a baking sheet it goes. Once it sets up, fill up a bowl and head to the couch. It may sound simple, but the combo of the sweet and salty, plus all the different textures, really brings this to life. It's so good, you may want to make a double batch. To get the recipe for our Munchin' Crunchin' snack mix, just visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a munchable way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Austin, one final check of the forecast.
Yeah, and we're going to see those temperatures right around those mid to upper 70s here over the next few hours. But we're still looking at those chances for some of the showers to continue to move through off and on for much of the rest of the afternoon hours. Futurecast for tonight, we will generally dry things out. Still that small chance for a passing shower. Possibility of an isolated thunderstorm as well. But again, those chances are very low here for the overnight hours tonight. Mostly cloudy skies otherwise, and a low of only 65 degrees. So even if you keep your windows open for tonight, it's not going to cool down too much, unfortunately. I definitely kicked on my AC yesterday, and I've kept it on here right now because the temperatures have been on the warmer side of things. Look at Saturday's high, 87 degrees. Most of the day, we're going to see partly sunny skies, a slight chance of a passing shower or a storm, but most of our Saturday will stay dry. It'll be hot. It'll be sticky over this weekend. Then we do cool things down quickly afterwards. By next Wednesday, we start to cool down into the 70s.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, grab the umbrella and have a great afternoon.